Examiner's going to be sitting right there, right? 3 points of contact getting in. Oh, God. Close your door. All right, that examiner's going to be sitting right there. He ain't going to be saying nothing to you. He's just going to be waiting for you to pass this test. First thing you're going to do is grab your seatbelt. Mr. Examiner, my seatbelt is probably mounted and secured, not one torn or frayed. It locks and it unlocks. You can ask him at that point if he wants you to keep it on. Chances are he's not going to have him keep it on. All right, from this, we're going to grab our mirrors and then glass, all your glass. Look left, look right. Mr. Examiner, my mirrors are probably mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. There's no illegal stickers, they're clean, and they're adjusted to me. My windshield is probably mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. No illegal stickers. My windshield wipers is 2 parts. My windshield wiper arms are probably mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, with the right pressure against the windshield. My windshield wiper blades are properly mounted and secured, not one torn or frayed, and there's no sign of dry rot. All right, on your truck you'll have your triangles, but for practice purposes, Mr. Examiner, over here I have 3 red reflective triangles. Properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, and ready for use. Up here, Mr. Examiner, I have extra spare bulbs and fuses. Properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose, and rated for this vehicle. On this side, Mr. Examiner, I have a red fire extinguisher. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, damaged, or loose. The tag is up to date, the pin is in place, the needle's in the green, and it's rated for this vehicle. 4 things you gotta mention. All right? Quick recap. Sit in the seat, first thing, seatbelt. Look in your mirrors, look left, look right.
Clear.
Windshield wiper blades, windshield wiper arms, and your 3 safety equipment. Bulbs and fuses, triangles, fire extinguisher. Right?
Okay.
At this time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to safe start my vehicle and wait for my first governor cutout. You got to say it twice, guys, and that's the first time you say it. So even though you know this truck's sitting, you know the brakes are on. You know it's in neutral, don't matter. They're looking for total control of the truck, all right? Through your maneuvers, through the roads, through everything. They're looking for total control. Mr. Examiner, at this time, I'm going to safe start my vehicle and wait for my first governor cutout. Foot on the brake, nice and light. Make sure it's in neutral. Pull on your brakes. As soon as you turn this key, you're going to yell out your ABS light. Mr. Examiner, my ABS light went on and my ABS light went off. Start the truck. So now you're waiting for that governor cutout. So if you're talking or he's talking to you, interrupt him. Scream it out as soon as you hear it. Right? You'll be able to hear it. But while we're waiting for the governor cutout, we're going to continue with the We're going to take everything on our steering wheel and everything attached to the steering wheel. From there, we're going to go right into our gauges, sweep them, and we're going to end up on defrost and floor. Right here. Right? Mr. Examiner, my city horn is working. My country horn is working. My left indicator is working. My right indicator is working. My 4-way indicators are working. Pull up on your handle. My high beam indicator is working. Turn on your lights. My dash lights are working. My windshield wipers work and squirt. Alright? We did everything on our steering wheel. Right into your gauge. Mr. Examiner, my oil temperature is raising to the right temperature. My coolant temperature is raising to the right temperature. I have enough DEF for this load, no less than 1/8 of a tank. Mr. Examiner, I can't see my voltmeter, but my volts should be between 12 and 14 volts. My primary and secondary air tanks are raising to the right temperature or right pressure, which is 120 to 140. Put it on floor, put your heat on. Mr. Examiner, that was my first governor cutout. Put your floor, put the heat on, put it up. Mr. Examiner, my floor heat's working. My defrosters are working. Put everything back to the way you got it. Alright? So you heard your first governor cutout, you can continue with the test. At this time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to perform a tug test. I'm going to tug on my trailer and I'm going to tug on my tractor. Whatever ones you guys decide to tug on first, that's up to you. Doesn't matter. But whatever one you're going to tug on, push in the opposite. Alright? Remember, total control. You know the truck's in neutral. No matter. Make sure you're in neutral. Mr. Examiner, I'm going to tug on my tractor first. Push in your trailer. Put the truck in drive. 2 hands on the wheel. Look left. Look right. Hit the fuel. Mr. Examiner, pass test. Truck did not move. Foot on the brake. neutral, pull your brakes out. This time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to tug on my trailer brakes. Same thing. Put on the brake, push in your track. Put the truck in drive, look left, look right, hit your fuel. Mr. Examiner, pass test. Truck did not move. Foot on the brake, neutral, pull it in. This time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to pull up to about 5 miles an hour. With both hands on my wheel, I'm going to come to a safe stop. My steering wheel should not pull left and should not pull right, which would indicate a tire problem or a brake problem. Put on the brake, push in both your brakes, truck and drive, 2 hands on the wheel. Look left, look right. Pull up to about 5 miles an hour. Nice and easy on the brake. Mr. Examiner, pass test. Steering wheel didn't pull left or right. This time, Mr. Examiner, with my brakes off. The only thing holding this truck now is me with my foot. That's it. Brakes are off. Truck's in drive. With my brakes off, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to put the truck in neutral, take my foot off the brake. I will come to a safe roll and listen for my second governor cutout. Alright? No brakes on. Don't touch nothing. Now you're waiting for that second governor cutout, build your air up so you can start performing your lab test. You can bring the RPMs up to about 10,000 RPM. Some instructors, some books will tell you 15,000. There's no reason to. No reason to beat the motor up. The compressor ain't going to work any faster at 15 than it does at 10. Now all you're doing is waiting for that right there. Mr. Examiner, that was my second governor cutout. Now I'm going to shut the truck off, put it back on, and start performing my lab test. From here on in, gentlemen, instant fails. Reach down, shut your truck off. Keep your hand on the key. Turn it right back on. Gauge your cycle, you're ready to do your test. The reason why I'm so adamant about it is just right here. We have some students go, Mr. Examiner, that's my second governor cutout. Take out their phone, start doing a test, instant fail. You can't do a test if the compressor's building up air. Instant fail. Or we have students go, I'm going to start, that was my second governor cutout, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to stop performing my lab test. Shut the truck off. Okay, here we go. Instant fail. Your gauges aren't on. Alright? So that's why I say, once you hear that second governor cutout, hand on the key, do not take your hand off that key. Muscle memory. Shut it off. Wait 2 seconds. Put it right back on accessory. Gauge your cycle. You're good to go. You can check whatever you want now. Take out your phone. Mr. Examiner, at this time, I'm going to set my phone for 60 seconds. You need to have your phone on you or a stopwatch or something. At this time, Mr. Examiner, with my foot on my service brake, in that 60 seconds, I should not lose more than 4 PSI. You're going to set your phone for 62 seconds. You're going to tell him 60 because you're going to put your foot on the brake first. Foot on the brake, hit your phone. Phone goes off, stop your phone, foot off the brake. Mr. Examiner, pass test. I did not lose more than 4 PSI in that 60 seconds. This time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to pump my brake down for my alarms test. My alarm should come on above 55 PSI. All right? Keep pumping till you see the alarm or hear it. Mr. Examiner, pass test. My alarms came on at above 55 PSI. This time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to pump my brake down. My buttons should pop out around 40 PSI. 40 PSI, right? So now you're going to pump the brake as fast as you want. You're not looking at your gauges as much as you're looking at your buttons, and here's the reason being. If you're pumping that brake down and only your red button pops out, because not every truck, they both pop out at the same time. They both can pop out at the same time on the truck. An hour later, you do the test, and they're different. Keep an eye on these buttons. Reason being is this. You're pumping your brake down, you're pumping, you're not paying attention all the way. All of a sudden, your red button pops out. You look, and you go, okay, pass test. Instant fail. Track didn't pop out. Or, you're pumping the brake, you're thinking about something else. Your yellow button pops out, your red one doesn't, you reach down and pull it out. Instant fail. right? Pump your brake down. Keep an eye on both buttons. See that delay? A little bit of a delay. Mr. Examiner, pass test. Both my buttons popped out around 40 psi. At this time, Mr. Examiner, I'm going to safe start my vehicle and perform an outside light test. Again, control of the vehicle. Make sure you're in neutral. Foot on the brake. Make sure they're out. Start the truck. All your lights on, put your high beams on. 3 points of contact getting out. Get in front of the truck. Thumbs up. Walk around the whole truck. 3 points of contact getting in. Shut your door. Shut your headlights off. Put your four-ways on. 3 points of contact getting out. Stand in front of the truck. Thumbs up. Walk around the whole truck. 3 points of contact getting in. Shut your four-ways off. Left signal. 3 points of contact getting in, getting out. Shut your door. There's 5 signals on every side of these trucks. In front of the truck, thumbs up. Walk all the way back to your trailer. Come back in, open your door. You don't have to get in for your right signal. Just open your door, reach up, hit the right signal. Shut your door. In front of the truck, thumbs up. Walk all the way down to your passenger side, to the back of your trailer, all the way back in. Get back in your truck, 3 points of contact, shut your door, shut your signal. At this time, Mr. Examiner, I would ask if you would check my brake lights. If he says yes, he's going to get out of the truck and put himself in one of these mirrors where you can see him, he can see you, and he can see your 4 brake lights. 2 on the back of your tractor, 2 on the back of your trailer. He's going to give you thumbs up, rest your foot on the brake, thumbs up. He gets back in, test over.